By 1960, almost 90% of U.S. homes had at least one television set. On average, people were watching television about 5 hours per day. By the mid-1960s, color televisions only served to increase these statistics. Although people were not socializing as much as they used to, they still spent a lot of time together watching their favorite shows since most families only had one television. In a decade of wars, assassinations, and riots, television was an escape for many people nationwide. Many television shows portrayed an ideal society.
Compared to today, television was a lot stricter. There were many rules as to what could and could not be shown. For example, attacks on religion, poor portrayal of law enforcement, and a positive attitude towards drunkenness were not acceptable. The main big three television networks were the Columbia Broadcasting System, CBS, National Broadcasting Company, NBC, and the American Broadcasting Company, ABC.
The Jetsons first aired from September of 1962 to 1963. The second run aired in the 1980s. The Jetsons lived in the year 2062, 100 years in the future at the time of the show's debut. The show features elaborate robotic contraptions, aliens, holograms, and whimsical inventions.
This is Beverly Hills. And here comes
The Beverly Hillbillies.
The Beverly Hillbillies was a series about a poor backwoods family that moved to Beverly Hills after striking oil on their land. It aired from 1962 to 1971.
Road Hog.
Mr. Magoo aired its first series in the 1960s and the second run was in the 70s. Mr. Magoo was a wealthy retiree who got into comical situations during the series.
Sunny day, sleeping up.
Sesame Street aired in 1969 and is still on TV today. It is known for its fictional characters and educational content.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Days of Our Lives started airing on November 8, 1965 and still remains on TV. It is a daytime soap opera about a family of doctors. It is on its 11,835th episode.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the modern Stone Age family.
The Flintstones aired from September 30th, 1960 to April 1st, 1966. The show is about a working-class Stone Age man's life with his family and his next-door neighbor who is also his best friend. Get Smart was an American comedy that deals with the secret agent genre. It was created by Mel Brooks. It aired from 1965 to 1970.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship.
Gilligan's Island aired from 1964 to 1967. The show followed the comic adventures of 7 castaways as they attempted to survive on the island on which they had been shipwrecked. Most scripts evolved around their conflicts and failed attempts to return home.
Another challenge for the Green Hornet. His aide, Cato, and their rolling arsenal, the Black Beauty. On police records, a wanted criminal. The Green Hornet is really Britt Reed.
The Green Hornet was about a newspaper publisher and his Asian ballet or martial arts expert battling crime as the featured Green Hornet and Cato. It aired from September of 1966 to 1967.
The Green Hornet.
Hawaii Five-0 was an American police drama that aired from 1968 to 1980. The show featured a fictional state police unit run by Detective Lieutenant Steve McGarrett. There is a modern adaptation of the show on TV today.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise.
Star Trek was a science fiction entertainment show that aired from 1966 to 1969. It was about a captain and his crew traveling through space and different fictional planets. Movies were based on the TV show as well.
Where are you? We got some work.
Scooby-Doo remains on TV today, but originally aired in 1969. It is a cartoon series about a dog and his friends solving mysteries.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed.
Because in it was a genie. Oh, not your average everyday genie, but a beautiful genie who could grant any wish.